At the end of 2019, I met this guy, Richard Running, half of Bad Obsession Motorsport YouTube channel. They are building an absurdly powerful Mini out of thin air, although if you ask them, they may tell you a different story.
The actual project is to try and shoehorn the full engine, gearbox and running gear from my Celica GT4 into my rotten Mini.
No, seriously, go check their channel, the link is in the description, and let them know that I sent you, to hurry them up. I offered Richard the possibility of printing the wheel arches of the Mini, so they could finish the damn car. He asked if I had a printer big enough, and I said, no, but I can make one. And that's how this one was born, which printed the actual arches on the Mini. But this one is botched together and it seems that every single one of you want to make one. So I invested a lot of time on making it release ready, so let's get to it! And Spacer! I will explain the spacers later, but one of the side beams is complete and the other one too. So let's make a base. The base is complete. I used the electronic boxes to match the distances between the beams and everything is attached and fastened now. So let's make the bridge. It has a bridge now. And I will put some braces because this thing is huge and it needs braces. It is braced, it feels rigid and huge, and well, a huge frame needs a huge bed, so let's do that. I only have one table, so we'll take this out. And these two are different. This one lets the wheel move sideways and this one doesn't. It's going to be important later on. As I mentioned earlier, there are two sets of wheels. Ones that are fixed, that I placed in the outer profiles, and ones that can move sideways that are placed in the middle profiles. And that's because only the outer ones will act as guides, and that will make easier to align everything and the middle ones will act as load-bearing wheels. So the alignment on the middle parts is not that important, and therefore it is easier. And now let's install the bed belt brackets. The frame of the bed is complete. To the printer! Before I install the bed on the printer, I need to put one last box in here for the power supply. But before we do that, let's talk about today's video sponsor. Curiosity Stream is the smart TV for your smart TV. It has thousands of streamable documentaries and non-fiction TV shows on topics like history, nature, science, technology, and more. It features 35 collections of curated programs handpicked by their experts, and there are award-winning exclusives and originals featuring the likes of David Attenborough and Chris Hadfield. If you are someone like me that constantly thinks about how cars and planes are made, check out this documentary on Curiosity Stream on how they make giant jumbo wings. It is mesmerizing. With the app, you can stream on any device for viewing anytime, anywhere. To check Curiosity Stream and at the same time support this channel, go to curiositystream.com/IvanMiranda or use the code IvanMiranda to sign up for a 25% off limited time offer, which makes it just $14.99 for the whole year. And now, let's get to it! And this is where the spacers come in handy. If those weren't here, the wheel brackets would hit the post. And you may have seen these fins in here that slide into the channels, making sure that the bed stays in the channel even when you are removing the parts. Because what I'm doing here is just solving every little detail, every little issue that I saw in my design, in my experience, so this one is perfect. And it may seem difficult to align everything, but all the holes on the beams are oversized, so there is always a little bit of play, and in this case, just by loosening the 4 bolts on the bed, you can just move everything into place and fasten it again. And it works perfect. And I will now install the 4 motors, belts and idlers that will move this monster of a bed. Because this is a monster. It's a monster. It's a monster. We've done everything that we can do on the bed assembly for now, so let's move to the gantry. If it seems that it is getting bigger, it is because it is getting bigger. It is getting bigger because it is now taller. Because stuff was hitting on stuff, we needed more clearance, and now it's taller. And now we have a gantry and we need a carriage. So let's do that. The carriage has been installed. There is still stuff missing in here, obviously, but the next step is to install the bed heater and the printing surface. Only one table. Finding the right shape heater for your bed can be quite a task. So in this case, we are going to cheat. To make the 1000 by 500 millimeter bed that we are going to make, yes, it's huge, we are going to use two 500 by 500 heaters. And we'll see how it works. So this is it. This is our heated bed. It has two separate heaters and two separate thermistors that we are going to connect to the same controller board, and it will keep both at the same temperature, which is ideal. So let's install it on the printer. And now that this monster of a bed is complete, there is only one thing left before we start with the wiring: the hotend and the extruder. And yes, this time I will include a bed leveling sensor, because not even I want to deal with leveling something this large. And that's it, the firepower of the machine. Bondtech sent me one of their QR extruders, geared, extremely powerful. This thing will push the filament through no matter what. And Slice Engineering sent me one of their Mosquito Magnum Plus. Yes, Plus. It has 2 heaters, a 1.2mm nozzle, and can push absurd amounts of filament through. And I cannot wait to do that, but before we do that, we need to do one more thing. The wiring, and you and I know, wiring is soup. And for this build, we are going to use this Duet 3 that Tony from Duet 3D sent me. It comes with 6 very powerful motor drivers, and it has plenty of inputs and outputs that can be configured to do things like having 2 different heat beds with 2 different thermistors that reach the same temperature at once. So let's install it in the printer. And the wiring is finished. It has been like 4 days. What a mess. But it is now finished. And well, now we should try to do automatic bed leveling, which I've never done myself. So let's see how it goes. Not only does the automatic bed leveling work, I managed to do the Z-axis homing in the middle of the bed with the PL touch. So everything is just perfect. So there is only one thing left to do. Let's print something. Test number 1, simple calibration square, complete. Let's try something a little bit more difficult. it is finished. Behold the magic of printing on glass. Look at that. Not bad for a first print. Oh, it has, it's far from perfect, but it is the first print. I made a couple of cylinders and a couple of squares to see if everything was working as it should. And it just needs a little bit more fiddling, but look at this, first try. Not bad. So I think that with this giant print, I can declare mission accomplished. If you want to try and build one like this, there is a link on the description to my website, and you will find there what is and what is not on those files, and probably a list of questions and answers, because I'm sure that you will have many. If you want to see what else I make with this printer, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on my socials, because lots of stuff doesn't make it on the videos. And I think that's it for this video. Don't forget to check Curiosity Stream link on the description. Thanks a lot to all my patient Patreons. Thank you. And now please go and make something!